What's up, guys? This is Aaron from Team FTS. This is my DN name, so hit me up anyway. So I thought I'd start this video. Anyway, so I'm as y'all know, Team FTS. This guy Ichigo, he's cool as shit. He hit us up and was like, "Yo, can y'all help me make Roids competitive?" And the challenge was just so tasty to me, so I did it anyway. So I've been on DN beating everybody's ass with this deck, and I'm gonna show it to y'all. Connecting, yeah, deck constructor. Come on, yeah, here we go. Roids for Ichigo. Anyway, so it's at 42, which y'all can see as a problem. You can get it down to 40, add more consistency. So if y'all have any suggestions for that, hit me up, let me know. But I'm gonna explain why I run certain things. So before y'all just automatically say, "Here, take out messenger pieces," I'm gonna explain why I run them and why they're so good in this deck and why I've been dominating everyone's ass. So y'all can obviously see the deck lineup. I'm gonna explain why I run things. The deck's also really affordable, other than a couple cards which y'all will see, obviously. All right, triple goldfish, not expensive. I mean, the DT is only $10, and when it's released, the secret or wherever it comes out, it's gonna be cheaper. Triple D's, it's a machine, works perfectly, big defense, special summon something out, go Gearant. Gearant's one of the expensive cards, so here you go. It's like 35 bucks or something, but it's a necessity. 10-foot goldfish, it's also a water, combos perfectly with the submarine Roid, which you don't usually want to overlay with because it's so awesome. This Roid is really good. I basically picked, I don't know, like the best Roids I thought in my opinion that were easy to use. Submarine Roid, it's a water combined with 10 goldfish, makes a Abyss Dweller against Mermails. So this deck is built to be good against like meta shit. So that right there is just a little way to deal with Mermails. I played against Mermails on here. I kind of beat his ass because he couldn't deal with the Machina Fortress, and I summoned Abyss Dweller really early. But yeah. So anyway, Submarine Roid attacks directly, and then at the end of damage step, you can turn it to defense. So it's pretty nuts. It kind of protects itself, and it combos really well. Well, now I will explain. So it's a 3-of, and it's pretty nuts. Jet Roid, when it's attacked, you can activate the traps from hand. So you can just keep these in your hand, and they attack with it, and they're like, "Oh, he doesn't have any defense. Jet Roid isn't nothing." And then you deprison their bitch ass, and they're just like, "No, yeah, read the card, buddy, read the card." And so it's really good, but it's too situational, so only has a 2-of, but it works really well at 2. Steamroid is just a beat stick. It gets over TK, so you can normal summon your 10 goldfish, special summon the Steamroid. The reason why it gets over TK, because when it attacks, it gains 500 attack, but when it is attacked, it loses 500 attack during the damage step. So you can normal summon 10 goldfish, special summon Steamroid, attack Steamroid over the TK. That obviously got rid of TK. Overlay the 2 for Gearant X, so TK can't destroy your Gearant. And then you use Gearant to search for another 10 goldfish or any of these level 4s. Truck Roid happens to be, it's not my favorite obviously because Jet Roid's my favorite because of the awesome effect and the sick ass art. I don't know, I just like that fucking little cool jet. But Truck Roid is nuts because when it destroys the monster and sends it to the graveyard, which sounds pretty situational, which is why it's only a 2 in the deck. It equips the monster, and this card gains attack equal to the combined attack of all the equipped monsters. What? That shit's nuts. So you can Book of Moon, their Thunder King. I'm just using Thunder King as an example. Book of Moon, their Thunder King, run it over with this thing. Then now this card becomes 2,900, and it's fucking huge. Like I was beating somebody's ass with this. They had to dark hole this lone Truck Roid because I got it up to like 4,900, and they just kept doing dumb shit. And I was like, yo, Roids are good. No, they're not that good, but they're pretty. I don't know. If you work with them, you can win some shit. But I was beating some ass with it. So double Truck Roid because it is situational and it has to send a grave, and there's a whole bunch of things that can come into play. But then I threw in the Machina engine because Machina Fortress is a bitch to deal with no matter what deck you're dealing with. Like it's a bitch to deal with. Triple Gear Frame to search for the triple Fortress or the cannon late game. You can go normal summon, special summon, go Gearant. Boom. Gearant's out there, search for this. Next turn, you can normal summon, search for Cannon, special summon a Machina Fortress you've already used this game. So it's pretty nuts. And then Cannon is a good top deck late game because the Fortress is already engraved. So those are the monsters. Machina Engine with the Roids. Yeah, I only have like 8 Roids, but I don't want to cut down on the Roid number because that would make it less Roid decky. But all the Roids are good in their own little sense. Double Potability. Basically, you just add consistency, and it goes well with the Submarine Roid or the Gear Frame. Gear Frame just searches, and then Submarine Roid can just attack and then go to defense. Avarice, you're going to run through your monsters really fast with the 10 goldfish and the Machina engine, so Avarice is good for late game recovery, draw power, stuff like that. Limit removal, staple in all machine decks, doubles the attack of all machines on the you control. That's insane. This card should be banned. It's coming from a guy who plays Giria Karakuri and OTKs 100% of the time. Like, YCS, every match I won because I OTK'd. Every game I won, I OTK'd. It was fucking nuts. Anyway, limit removal is way too good. Messenger of Peace, y'all are gonna be like, take this out to make it 40. No, this card's way too good. All right, I mean, combos really well with Submarine Roid. If y'all don't know, don't get it mixed up with like limited removal B, limited error, whatever. Monsters with 1500 or less, or 1500 or more can't declare an attack. Okay, so this card, one, lets you dictate the pace of the game because they won't be able to attack you to get rid of your stuff, and then two, it goes way too well with Submarine Roid. Submarine Roid, you just poke for the 800, changes the defense, and they physically can't get rid of, they can't attack over your Steam Roid because they can't attack with something. Steam Roid's defense, Steam Roid, I'm saying Steam Roid, I'm sorry guys. Submarine Roid's defense is higher than the limit that Messenger of Peace creates. So it's pretty nuts, and the combo has won me so much. So many, at least like 10 games. Then Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, MSTs, staple stuff. I don't run Heavy Storm because I hate Heavy Storm. Obviously, you can run Heavy Storm if you're interested in this deck. I hate Heavy Storm. If you don't, this is Aaron you're talking to here. I hate Heavy Storm. I have a rant video on it. Double Lance, this is basically to protect your Fortress and your Gigant because they're going to try to Lance or Bottomless that or Torrential it on summon. They don't have trigger effects, so it's basically just a waste of your resources. Lance protects them. Chalice is a little anti-meta, just stop effects like Bear and stuff like that. They normal summon, I don't know, an Undyne. They pay cost, then you just chain the Chalice, and there you go, you're good. You chain the Chalice to their Undyne, so they don't plus, so they still have that dead controller in deck. And also, you get to see what they're going to try to pop off with their Atlantean. So let's say you just have a, I don't know, you have a Gear Frame on the field. They summon, or let's say you have a Truck Roid that's fucking buff as shit, and they pay their cost. You know they're going to use the Heavy Infantry. You Chalice their monster. I mean, the Heavy Infantry pops this card, but at least you saw that they weren't going to pop your back rows. So I don't know. It's just good on timing, and it gets rid of certain shit. Book of Moon is really versatile and works really well with the Truck Roid, which is really good. Like I don't know, you Book of Moon to TK, you run it over, and now Truck Roid's huge. So Book of Moon's really well, and also it stops effects, stops attacks. It's just really versatile. It can stop some summons, like they go Rabbit, book one of their monsters, they both destroy the end phase, or they go like Junk Synchron, special summon a monster, book their Junk Synchron, and now they're just there with two monsters that are useless. So Book of Moon's really versatile, and I like it a lot. One of because basically, in all reality, if someone is running Mirror Force, people just automatically assume that they're running two. So if I flip one Mirror Force, they're just like, oh, they might have another Mirror Force. So that already changes their gameplay up. Same thing with Deep Prison. It's like, oh, they have Deep Prison. They have to have another one somewhere in the deck at some time. So just having one is enough to scare people. But they're just good cards. One of, I don't have room to put two. Psychological shit. Compulse I do run two of because it's way too good. Compulse is like the best trap card ever, besides like counter traps that do shit like Warning. Warning's way too good. But Compulse, same. It does the same thing as the book, except for it doesn't combo as well with the Truck Roid. Judgment, Warning, self-explanatory. Ultimate Offering, I really do not like this card. Like I just don't like Ultimate Offering, but it's just kind of there because it combos too well with Tin Goldfish and Machina Gear Frame. But basically, I just leave it there as a bluff card, and then late game, if I want to like just finish the game in one turn, I'm not gonna say OTK because usually I burn a lot with these little sub guys. But if I want to finish the game off, I can flip it late game or whatever. So I don't know. It's there because it needs to be. But if I was gonna take anything out right now, it'd be Ultimate Offering because I'm not a fan. Fiendish Chains is more, it's just shits on Bear. Shits on Bear. You pay cost chain, or literally chain the Fiendish Chain to the activation of Bear's effect. They pay that cost, get rid of that fire formation, so now they don't have a fire information to use later, and there you go. Now they just have a 1700 monster just sitting there waiting to get fucked in the face by a Truck Roid, you know what I'm saying? So Fiendish Chain's really good, and yeah, it's pretty good against like what people play with these days. Yeah, and Fiendish Chain works really well against Prophecies because it makes them waste their wisdom. Fiendish Chain is generally a good card, especially when you have Compulse. Compulse and Fiendish Chain together, so it's like, I don't know, let's say we're playing Evil Swarms or something and you want to get this Fortress play off, you can Fiendish Chain their guy, the Ophion. Then they do their Epidemic is it Epidemic Pandemic? I don't, Eradicator? I don't know. The Lance that they have, they chain that to that, then you chain Compulse to that monster. So they Compulse, chain works backwards, you Compulse their Ophion, then all these other cards just fizzle away, which is good because you got rid of the problem. So chain just kind of works really well in chains, obviously, but anyway, so that's the deck right there. Side deck options is Back Row Hate, for like, because people are gonna do the whole macro thing because Machina Fortress gets shit on my macro because you can't discard Machina Fortress as a part of its cost. You can't discard itself as a part of its cost if macro is on the field because it would banish itself, and so that would be bad. So this is good against back row hate, macro decks, any decks that just like heroes, I don't know, stuff like that. Burden of Mighty was a little thing I played with for a little bit, but I ended up taking it out. I like Messenger Piece way more. Burden of Mighty it's good, but it's not good because it only affects the level, a monster with a level, so it's bad. I don't know, it's too situational, so I just took it out. Salvage I actually did play around with a little bit. It was just not needed because I have Pot of Avarice. So, but anyway, Salvage would get you back the Submarine Roid and the 10 Goldfish, which sounds pretty good, but I don't know, that's an automatic play. You get these 2 cards back, the Submarine Roid and the Goldfish, just off of 1 card, and then you just automatically go Geargant, and you'll be good. But it's just too situational, it's just not needed because of the Pot of Avarice, and it's just, I don't know, just dead sometimes. So I didn't main it, but it's something, if you make the deck more water-based, you can put Salvage in there. Decoy Roid is just another whole other variant you can do with like complete control variant. It's basically a hopper lock. If you have 2 of these on the field, they can't attack. So it's like, yeah, suck my dick or suck my decoys. I don't know, man. Anyway, Threatening Roar is just traps you can use if you want to do that whole variant, or you want to do some kind of burn variant or whatever. Magic Cylinder, it's literally a burn variant, but it goes well with the Jet Roid. So I don't know, I just put those in there because the guy Ichigo says that he likes burn stuff, so I don't know, it's just an option. To the extra deck, triple Geargant. That shit's expensive if you want to get 3 Geargants, but I don't know, 2's really all you need. You don't need 2. It's just more comfortable with 2 because the first one's going to get bottomless. So yeah, Geargant's good. Abyss Dwellers for the Mermails, even though DN fucking hates me. Miragwise is good against Abyssland because it doesn't go to grave, it just goes to the deck, and they're just like, oh my god, I hate you. Cowboy is just good as shit. Cowboy just gets rid of buff ass shit. Emerald is really good because it's a little, or Emerald, sorry, it's a little Pot of Avarice, so recycle your shit, get a free draw. It's pretty good. 1800, it's not that bad. My Stroke is My Stroke. My Stroke's really fucking good, and it works really well with Truck Roid. Same, it's got a Book of Moon effect, so it works really well with Truck Roid. Utopia is just a generic level 4. Black Ship gets rid of problematic things that are just in the way. Generic level 4. Shockmaster I don't go into because I never want to lose my field advantage that much. If I ever have 3 monsters, 3 level 4s on the field, it's probably either a Truck Roid that's buff as fuck, a Submarine Roid that's already there on the field, and I just like normal summon, special summon. So that's my 3 level 4s, but I don't want to give up all that advantage for just like a Shockmaster when I don't have that much stuff to back him up to make a lock, you know what I'm saying? So Shockmaster is just an option, but I've never gone into it. I don't like it. I wouldn't give up the advantage. Pap I do not like whatsoever, unless there's like a, I don't know, a Spirit Reaper on the field or something that's in the way. I would do that, but like Pap's just a generic level 4, that's just an option. I don't like it that much. Violon Disigma, it's a really good card and everything, but with this deck I wouldn't give up my advantage for it. Just same thing as Shotmaster, but it's an option. Big Eyes there for the Machina Fortresses. Yeah. And Dragosack is Dragosack. It's fucking amazing. It's coming out on Lord Tachyon if y'all do not know, but it is gonna be really fucking expensive. It's probably gonna be a secret. I don't know. They might have released the rarities already because the set's coming out in like 2 weeks. But this shit is so good. And it's a machine, so I don't know. It kind of works. So the expensive cards in this deck would be the extra deck cards. Would be the Geargants, the Big Eyes, 80 bucks or something. And then this card's going to very easily be 70 to 80 bucks because it's way too good. When it's summoned, I mean, once per turn you can detach to get 2 tokens. While you have tokens, this card can't be destroyed by battle or by effects. That shit's just retarded. And then once per turn, you can pop a token on your side of the field to destroy a card your opponent controls. So it's like a safe zoned Hyperion. What? That shit's stupid. So I don't know, man. But that's the deck. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, it's really fucking good. I don't know. I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I don't know. I might make this shit for real though. But shout out to Ichigo. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, check out other videos. Yeah, bye.